Good evening. Welcome to Now Chat Show. I'm your girl Kazmac alongside my beautiful co-host in the building. We got Tremaine, Charlemagne the God. We've got Miss T in the building, and we've got the beautiful Iola in the building tonight. How are you all doing out there, wherever you are? If it's raining, if it's shining, no matter what, you are here live with us, and welcome on board. If it's your first time to the platform, please ensure you subscribe. You will not be disappointed. We have an amazing content. We are a platform to inspire. And today's guest, oh my God, ladies, today's guest.
Yes,
she's just an inspiration just by herself. She is a legend, and we're going to talk a bit more about our guests. And if it's your first time, welcome, as I mentioned before. So how is everybody today?
I think Miss T should go first, because she is the birthday queen.
I'm fabulous.
Birthday girl.
I'm fabulous. And actually, before I even talk about myself, I want to big up the fabulous Big Nasty, because it's his Earth Strong today. So all my people in November, big up yourselves. Same?
Yes. Happy birthday. Happy solar return.
No disrespect to you, Iola or Tremaine, but you know what? Listen, the most creative energy.
No. I beg to differ.
I'm just pointing out there. Don't
you
listen,
see,
I come with the fire.
I beg to differ. But yes, I do have
on
that.
the best side.
I'm just doing a Kanye West. I'm starting war.
No, I was saying that they're on one side and we're on the next side on the screen, so we're on the best side, yeah?
Yeah. Done no.
Is this what's going on?
Wow.
You see it?
No, in fairness.
We're getting the Vaseline, Kaz. Is it that time?
Take off my earrings, yo.
In fairness, even the queen that's coming on is also November Scorpio. So yeah, we are definitely outnumbered today. So big up all my Scorpios. I love my Scorpio queens. You know, I love the energy. We share a planet, actually, because I'm an Aries. We share Mars as a planet, and you guys have got Pluto as well. So there's this already a synergy. Like, I just get you guys, love or not. And so it's all love. All the elements are important. All the elements.
We love you too. We love you. We love you. We love everybody. Everybody. We need each other, because we're like one big body. It's like the hands can't function without all the other fingers, and the palm and the arms, and we all need each other. So it doesn't. No one's better than the other. We are all unique, and we are needed. So if you are feeling like, yo, I'm not even a Scorpio, don't watch that, man, because we need you as well. I'm just saying.
If you're feeling left out.
Don't feel left out. We need you. And some people will say, I don't even do star sign. So you know what? It's all good. We're all special. We're all very much required. So so today's guest, Elayne Smith, DJ Elayne Smith. Now, guys, I don't know if you remember the 291 Club back in the days, like
yes,
back in the days.
Iconic, man. How can we forget?
Totally iconic. National TV as well.
Oh yeah,
ITV. Was it ITV?
ITV and Channel 4 at one point. Yeah.
Was it a Friday night?
Yeah,
I believe so. I'm still quite young, so I can't quite remember.
Stop showing off.
In it, right? Trying to make us look all ancient out here and all of that. You know what I mean? But it's all good because you caught up.
I caught up, man. I'm there. Rolling 4 deep. I'm proud. Look at us. Look at us, though. Come on.
I know. We thank God for makeup. That's all I can say.
with or without the slap. You know what I mean? I think it's, and we'll have to ask Elayne when she comes on. Like, there is an energy and a spirit that is kind of radiating from women. I'm seeing it on Instagram, like women celebrating their 50s, 60s, 70s even, and them look better than me. Do you know what I mean? They look amazing. Their bodies, their face, their spirit. It's just the total glow up. It's not the same 70s or 60s of our parents' generation, So I'm loving it.
And it's true, because even when I've seen some of these women who are in their 60s and, they're into their training, I'm all about training, etc. I'm like, yo, I want to look like that when I'm 60. I want to look like that when I'm 70. It's just so inspiring. So we're definitely living in an age where we are really taking care of ourselves. You know, we have so much information on the internet and natural food, etc. You know, your health is your wealth. It's no longer just focusing on the money. We're focusing on our body and our mind. You know, those are the most important things.
I think that most people are really celebrating life now and celebrating their age. It's not such a, you know, a thing where people hide as much. People are embracing it, and I think, I don't know, when we were younger and our aunts or our mum said that they were 30 and 40, I'll be like, bloody hell, like, you are old. But now,
and you looked it as well.
You are terrible,
Mum.
The most stress.
People are starting to look younger, like looking younger now, or I don't know. I just feel like we, especially if you look at us, you wouldn't believe, Sarah, you know, how we looked at people that was in their 40s when we were kids. I don't feel like people look at us like that, but I could be wrong. But I just feel like, you know, people are celebrating and embracing their age now, so it's really wonderful.
Definitely.
I was going to say, I think also because of the lockdown as well, people were just like, I got time to work on myself. And, you know, tomorrow isn't promised. And I think even more so because of that time period, everyone's just like, Bundis, let me just live my best life every day.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely made an impact.
But you know what I love about our guest that's coming on is the fact that she used to have all these different collection with the wigs. If we just show a quick image, I'm sure that's a wig that she's got on there as well. She'll probably confirm with us, but I'm sure because she had a collection in Morley's. Where else was it?
In Brixton,
My cousin worked in Morley's, and she said, "Yeah, I know her. She used to sell wigs in Morley's." My cousin worked in Morley's. I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah." I didn't know something.
You know what? Her actual natural hairstyle that she had, I think early on in 291 Club, I actually cut my own hair to look like that.
Wow.
Little short kind of,
the pixie. Bad girl.
I was like, I can remember. And then when I went out into the club, the thing sweat out quick.
That's the thing with short hairstyle. It's got to look, you know, done.
Yeah. I was in the hairdressers every 2 weeks, perming the back of my head and shaving it down. Short hair takes a lot of maintenance and money.
Yes.
A lot. Yeah, because I like it.
My hair short, I just used to slick it back and pretend I was Sharon, like Black Sharon Stone. Pure jam. Just
it's you know when somebody showed me how to wrap the hair.
Yes.
When you start learning how to wrap,
when you take it off, it just
best hacks ever.
She has a good invention. Whoever thought of that, I'm telling you, that was a great idea, mate.
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to show a quick clip of DJ Elayne at the 291 Club, the original 291.
We're trying out a new thing, all right? We're trying out a new thing, a new style and all of that. Oh, you have food. Little later. But it don't look like there's anything left there. Any stones under the rice? All right, listen, we're going to whiz through this part. It gives me great pleasure, all right, to bring back the winners, or the winner, LT, who was at the November show, the guy in the yellow jacket. Do you remember? He won? Yeah? Well, his prize was for us to make a tune with him and to do a video. When he went in the studio with Marcus JPS for Fly Fresh and Fat, they made this tune. And we thought, wow, that sounds nice. But do you know what? We can do what we like. So we found a young lady.
Boy, DJ Elayne in the building. What's good, Queen? How are you?
Oh gosh, I'm sitting here watching you girls whilst I was backstage in the green room, and you all look so fabulous. And what's gorgeous is that you're all so different. so different, but I'm just so proud to be a part of this womanhood thing, this bonding thing, you know. Wow, gorgeous. Look at you.
Thank you.
Look at you.
I'm embarrassed.
You. Wait,
I'm
but
just
isn't it you that turned
really
60 last year? I don't understand. Like, clearly black don't crack, right?
You look
Right,
amazing.
I'm struggling to hear you.
Oh, have you
I'm
got
struggling
a headset?
to hear you because no, I don't. Because I don't use them. Oh God, can you hear me though?
Yes, we can
Can
hear
you hear
you
me?
loud and clear. Yep.
Brilliant. Well, I'm with my. I must introduce you to my PR company, Passion PR, because I'm actually down at my birthday venue at the moment. So I wanted to introduce you to them so that they can go off and recce the building. This is
Yay,
Sinead.
lady.
Hi everyone.
Hey,
This is
Sinead.
Duchess P. Hi everybody. And they will be
Hello.
and of course we've got one of the other part of the other team sitting right there on set, Iola, who's going to be
Yes.
presenter for the Passion. What we called it? Passion Television.
No, Love Zone TV.
Oh, Love Zone TV.
Love Zone
Sorry.
TV.
Love Zone TV.
So hold on, what is
Should we
Love
show
Zone
them around the
TV?
venue right now? I'm so excited. I can't wait. I don't really know what you want to talk about, but I want to show you the venue. Can I show you the venue? Can I show you the venue? Yes?
Yeah, so tell us what's happening first, and then tell us about the venue, and then show us the venue.
All right. Okay. See, she's a professional.
Yeah. Like you.
Well, it's my birthday party, and I found myself single recently. And whilst I was single, I thought I was going to die. Not because I was single, but I had this headache for about 3 days, and it was just intensive. And all through the night, couldn't lay down. I just thought, this is it. My life is over. And I didn't want to go to the hospital because, you know, stories of late has been you go into hospital and there's a chance that you don't come out. So I just thought, well, if this is my time, this is my time. And I thought to myself, good God Almighty, at my age, looking so beautiful according to everybody, I haven't got no one next to me to hand me a glass of water. I said, no, this is not right. So I thought for my birthday, and there's so many of my friends who are also single. And I've got lots of men friends and lots of women friends, all decent, but all single. So I thought, do you know what? Rather than go on a dating site, number one, I'll build one of my own called Him and Herology, which I've just done the first part. I think it's just about, I'm hoping to launch it on the night so people can sign up and test it out. Fingers crossed that'll be done. And I thought, right, we'll have a singles and couples party. So what that means is that 75 single guys, 75 single women, well, what I say, single kings and single queens, right?
Queens.
And what that ensures is that if we decide to get silly and do country dancing like back at school, everybody should have a partner. If we decide to do the rub down the wallpaper thing, everybody should have a partner.
Oh, they like that one.
We like that one. Let me just hug my plant.
Yeah. You know the thing. And if we decide to do the Soul Train, everybody should have a partner, right? And one of the icebreakers I want to put in there is dance cards, like in the old days. So the men will have dance cards and so will the women. Because in the old days, it used to be just the women. But we're going to give it to the men as well. So if a woman wants to approach a guy and say, save this dance for me, then that's what they'll do. And I kept thinking to myself, how am I really going to make that work? And I thought, what we're going to do tonight, and if you've got any suggestions, we're going to make a list of tunes. So when you hear it, so on your dance card, let's say, give me another rock tune.
Hopelessly in Love.
Oh, talk silly. Hopelessly in Love, Silly Games, right? That'll be one of the songs listed on the dance card, right? And somebody will come and reserve that dance. So when they hear that record, they find that person and that's who you're going to dance with for that tune. Do you think that could work?
Yes.
Can I just say something?
definitely.
It sounds
So
great,
you've got
but
a dark
suppose.
card. Yeah, go on.
But my thing is, supposing now the woman reserves that space with the man, yeah. But the man look on it and said, "No, son, I don't want to dance with she." So when that tune comes, he's exit the building. Then what happens?
No, that won't happen because when the you're so bad. Are you Scorpio? You're so bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yours birthday is the same day as me, the 19th.
Right. Oh, yes.
We've had this conversation.
So,
yeah.
What it is by mutual respect. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is how we're diplomatic about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless somebody wants to get clever, and if they want to get clever, then they're hurting their own feelings, right?
Yes.
So if someone comes to me and reserves silly games, and I don't like the look of him, then I'll say, "Oh, I'm sorry, it's reserved." If they then go to another one, you just tell them that everything's reserved. Too late. Do you know what I mean? If they want to find out whether you're telling lies and they send their friend to come and ask and you say yes, well, they're hurting their own feelings, isn't it? You don't need to think that far.
I think in the sense of like, in the sense of what it's about.
You can't
Oh,
see
sorry,
it,
I'm
Queen.
thinking. Sorry, darling. In the sense of what this is all about, I don't think anybody should be allowed to actually say that. It should all be in good fun, and no one should be allowed to say no. If somebody reserves the dance, you're not asking to get them pregnant or to get married.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Or to go home and do
never
something.
know, it could happen.
It's just one dance. Do you know
One
what I mean?
dance won't.
And in the
One dance.
it's about socializing. It's about it's actually one dance just won't do.
Yeah.
However, in the sense of just having fun and just everybody get, because the idea is our age group, because I'm sure it's like over 30s. Yeah,
definitely.
Our age group, 30s and over 50s, that type of thing. Then what we need to do is just basically do what we haven't done before. So we've all got our preferences, right? So leave that to the side, because you might dance with somebody and think, oh no. And when you dance with this person, he actually can hold a very good conversation. And you might actually find yourself thinking, I like this guy. But you're going to say no just because, what?
The way he looks.
So are we saying that we're not allowed to say
no? One's allowed to say no.
Because
Can I just say something, Queen? We have a type, right? We say that we have a type. But normally when we have a type, the same type lets us down. So in order to get a better, different result, change your type.
To try something different.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
So what I'm going to do, brilliant. I'm loving this. This is what this is all about.
Absolutely.
So what I'm going to do, everyone that's got a ticket, I'm going to forward the party etiquette.
Yes.
And on the party etiquette, you're not allowed to say no.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a reasonable request.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you can think of any tunes, then we'll put those on the list, and so the DJs know that when that tune goes on, maybe 2 an hour or something like that, it gives people. And then the other thing we're going to do, we're going to have zones. We're going to call them love zones. And when people come in, they're going to get like the guys on the blue tickets and the girls on the pink tickets, and the correlating numbers. It will say, meet me in love zone number 2. Then quarter to the hour or something like that. So every quarter to the hour, you can go to that love zone and try and figure out, see if your tickets match. And again, you're breaking the ice because you're talking to people to find out what their number is. And someone hanging around love zone number 2, are you looking for me? Do you know what I mean? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
And if you're standing talking to your friends at quarter to the hour, you can slope off and go, I'm just going to the toilet. Do you know what I mean? And sneak off to go and see who's at love zone. What do you think of that?
Yeah, it's like lock and key, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like lock and key. I like that.
This sounds
But it
like
gets
something I was trying to
moving
break
around
through quarantine.
And, it's like you're going off for this date.
I think it's a great idea. But me, obviously the venue, because I've been waiting to find out about the secret venue.
This is the secret venue that you're at. So we're going to get a tour.
On the Brixton Road. it's called Brickstones, and I'm trying to figure out how I can turn this camera around. All right, so I'm just gonna have to turn it around like this. So this here, Iola, is gonna be the TV studio.
Love Zone TV.
Love Zone TV. You're like Iola, you know. She's like branding. Yeah. All right, so that's going to be the TV studio.
TV.
Can you see that?
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
And then, so there's a DJ over there, right? We're going to have this as a kind of reception area.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have meet and greet, and then we'll have the 360 over there. Oh, over there? Diagonally. And then all these chairs will be gone.
Yeah.
I'll probably move those as well. Here's your bar. Here's your DJ. Okay, I didn't know that, but we've got VIP over here.
Okay.
Couples corner over here. And this is Lovers Lane.
Okay.
Layne. I suspect
Of course.
it's going to be a house party, so I think it's going to be really packed. I'd like to see all down here packed. And then you've got this. Oh, the lights are off, so you can't see.
Oh, they can't see it.
Okay.
But in here, you've got like love games. So you've got a pool table here, if you can see it.
Okay, put it back on you because you can't see it at the minute. Put it back on yourself.
Any better?
Any better?
No, put it back on yourself because you can't see.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, there she is.
What I can tell you is yes, please.
Turn on the light.
They're so helpful here as well. Lovely toilets.
Very nice. So, is this a new venue?
Yes, it's probably about a year old now.
Okay, so I can't say I've heard of it, but it looks really nice.
Yeah,
really nice.
That does look nice.
So there's your pool table.
Also, you can actually play some games and everything.
Lovers games.
Hi, you're live
got
on YouTube.
That's Cadet 4 over there.
Then you've got your what's it named game?
Yeah, that's my game. That's my game. I'm good at that.
Oh yeah, me too, Tremaine. Me and you, let's go.
And then you've even got this
Me
thing
and Tremaine
here.
can play on that.
Yeah, Cadet 4.
That's what I'm saying. There's a Cadet 4 there.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so fun.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I
love it.
So
love it.
I mean, like I said, I think I've oversubscribed as I normally do. So I'm hoping to see the place nice and packed. So you've got this down here, like, you know, when you're using a party, you've got the hallway where everybody's set up in a hallway dancing.
Yeah.
Lovely. Yeah. So really, really excited. The sound is really nice in here as well. And it's from 9 a.m. till 3. So we'll have a drinks reception from 9 till 11. And I think the girls are sorting out a cocktail named after me. Then we might have some Zoom-ins from there with some messages and that. So now you've seen the venue, what do you think?
Fantastic.
Love it.
Yeah, thank you for the exclusive. Yeah. So ladies and gents, that was the exclusive reveal of what was the secret location for DJ Elayne's birthday party this Saturday. So you've seen it here first, literally, not even me seeing it, me never seen it before. So it's absolutely exclusive. So we love it. We love it. It looks exquisite.
Really nice.
Yeah, really good.
The dress code, like I say, you know, come as you would on a first date.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Come as you would on a first date. So just comfortable. I don't know who turns up on a first date with everything hanging out.
Right.
I take that back. They do, don't know. We see it on TV, don't we?
Definitely do.
Just do you. Yeah.
They're representing themselves. That's
it, you know. So All right, back to your show now.
It's the show. We're in your business, so we are
all in your business.
on Saturday. So, is there any more tickets on sale? Because you did mention, obviously, there's 75 kings, 75 queens. So, have you reached that? Can it go a little bit over, or is it just sticking at that figure?
Shall I tell you something? I've got to calibrate, right? Because I think I've oversubscribed, and I think I've got more men than women, more kings.
Oh, wow.
What time is it?
When my friend Sonia, my friend Sonia Durant, she's like,
You can put your hand down
can
now.
I get 3 more tickets? These 3 brothers want to come. These 3 brothers want to come. So for once, we'll have to pick the bunch.
Excellent.
So I've got to kind of, so I've really got to try and marry it all up and make sure that we've got an even number. But if we don't, hey ho, it's my birthday. But I will be doing more events, as I was saying to me is the launch of something bigger with different events. So I'm trying to build a community of single people who really are looking for their partner, their life partner. So it is a bit of fun when I'm doing it, but we are looking for our life partners. So what that means is that, like, everybody that joins the community, I'm going to be presenting or putting on gigs like, I don't know, it might be a picnic in the park. It might be a coach trip where it's a secret venue again. And even if you're driving, the venue that I've got in mind actually has a car park, but I want people to get on the coach. I want people to get on the coach, and we'll pick people up from 4 different parts of London, get them to the venue. And when you see this venue, it's just so gorgeous. And that venue's like 100 people. And so it's really intimate, really, can't wait to put on these things. And we might go off and see a film together. And I'm even putting together the singles choir.
What's the singles choir? What's the singles choir?
Well, when you think about singing, everybody, even if you're a bathroom singer, right? I've got 2 vocal coaches already enlisted, and we'll probably do it like classes once a month or so. And you just come along. So it's just for single people. And it's another way of us coming together for an activity and just sing. Just sing. You know what I mean? Just sing our favorite songs. And that choir will be in preparation for when we do the 291 Club, and so they will open the show.
That's you're a G, man.
Yeah.
That's why you're 30 years in the game and more.
Yes.
So I just want this thing to snowball. And if you can imagine, it's a singles choir, single people, right? Single people looking forward for the class, and to be standing next to that honey that they're trying to get to know. Do you know what I mean? And the other thing that I've started doing as well, where I'm going to bring the community together on this, is I've got a template to give away a wedding. I've always wanted to give away a wedding. And I want to give away a wedding, 2 weddings, one to a couple who have been single for a long time, have been together for a long time, but probably can't get married because they can't afford it. So there'll be some process of elimination, and we'll give them a wedding. And out of this him and her ology, if 2 people get together in the next year or so and decide they want to get married, then we'll give them a wedding as well. And the way that we'll be able to afford that wedding is that we all know somebody that bakes cakes. So in return for them donating the cake, somebody that's got the venue, in return for them giving us the venue. I think the only thing we'd really have to pay for is the license for the person to marry them. But you've got chauffeur services, you've got every element, even the garments. We've got people who are either designers, or you can rent a dress from, rent a suit from, bridesmaids, whatever you like. All of these people will get the advertising and everything that goes with it. Do you know what I mean? Just for donating.
I love
that. If you hire the dress, do you know what I mean? So it is possible to give away a wedding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Brilliant
idea. I think that deserves a round of applause, ladies.
Absolutely.
Yes, come on.
Absolutely.
And what I love about that concept is the gift in kind, because once you sow that seed, do you know how much business you would get in return as well? So you can't just look at it, we don't want to give away the kit for free. Do you know what I'm saying? The law of the land is to give, right?
It's a gift.
That's a beautiful, beautiful concept. I love it.
You know, and even like, you know, the caterers.
Yeah.
You know, they will do it as well. So I think it's everyone loves a wedding. And I am so committed to this matchmaking service that I can hardly breathe. You know, and I can see it snowballing. You know, there's so many of us that just want to meet. Because, you know, everyone suggests go on a dating site. And I go on there and I sign up and I'm on there for 2 days and I come off. Because, you know, you're flicking, and you might think, oh, he looks nice. You might really think that sounds nice, but you've got shifty eyes, and you're like, And after like 3 or 4 exchanges, they want your number, they want to take you out, and I'm thinking, but you don't even know me. All you said is, hi, you look nice. What do you do for a living? But you know what I'm saying? And so my thing to the guys as well, it's like, if you're asking women out after 4 exchange, you must be taking at least 3 girls out a month, which is costing you about £70 a pop. 3 times 70 is 210. So if you come to one of these events, we get to see you, you get to see us, and it doesn't stop there. You're a part of the community. Let's go and play a game of rounders. Let's see, you know, how fit you are. You know what I mean? And take it from there. And what I'm saying to my ladies, with no apologies, is that we need to be dating at least 3 men. We need to be speaking to at least 3 men. But the thing that allows you to do it is that you're not getting intimate with any of them. And you tell them that you're speaking to other guys.
Yeah.
But there's no intimacy. Do you know what I mean? If he's a gentleman, he'll be fine. Let's face it, they may, you know, go, and I'm saying the same things to guys, but I don't need to say that to guys because, you know, they're doing that anyway. You know what I mean? But I'm saying to go back to our femininity and to go back to a place where we are really being discerning about who's coming into our life now. Let's speak to a cross-section of men. And I will put on the safe environment for us to do that.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I love
brilliant,
that.
Brilliant.
And what I also like about what you're saying about dating 3 other men as well at the same time, when you're dating, it is about collecting data.
That's right.
You know, because I think sometimes with us as women, especially, we go there with our emotions. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, we look at the guy, we like the qualities about him, etc. But we're not really collecting it. We're looking at, he ticks this because we got like this shopping list. Majority of us, we don't even match the shopping list anyway. I'm not going to even start that. But we need to just going on these dates, like you said, and just collecting data, just, you know, do fun things, because I think sometimes we tend to just do the traditional things, well, which we consider to be traditional, go to the cinema. You can't really get to know somebody going to cinema. You need to have conversation. Do you know what I mean? I like it even if a guy was to just think out the box. You know what? Kaz likes to go South Bank. Let's just take a walk down the South Bank and let's You get what I'm saying? And that even costs a little money. Just maybe petrol or maybe just a train fee.
Well, absolutely, because there's going to be a thing in there where, like in the summer, we'll do a walk and talk, and we all just meet up and we just walk and talk with somebody. Do you know what I mean? Just walk and talk by the river, and that's when we end up somewhere and have lunch. You know, as a group, I think that's just great energy. And some of the other events that I'll offer as well will be like we'll have like seminars where we speak to people who, like, just for the girls then, let's say, we'll have somebody that talks to us about being back in touch with our femininity and what that looks like and what that actually means. I had privy to a conversation where I was driving at the time. I wasn't holding the phone with a young man, and his friend had come to the door to pick something up. Anyway, he introduced me to the friend on the phone, and I said, "Oh, you've got to come to." Well, first thing I say is, "Are you single?" And he's like, "Yeah." "You've got to come to my birthday party." Blah 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 blah, and the rest of it. And he was umming and ahhing. Anyway, I said to the friend, "Look, you do what you're doing, and I'll speak back to you later." Now, because I'm driving, I have to wait for the other person to hang up, right? But he didn't hang up, did he? So I could hear their conversation. So my friend goes, "You know, I went to Elayne's comedy event the other day and met a few of her friends, and they're all so gorgeous and they all seem so well to do. They probably got their mortgage, more than one mortgage, and they just seem so high flying. I'm petrified." And the other one jumped in same time, and he goes, "Yeah, me too. You know, how do you finesse a woman like that?" Because they goes, "To tell you the truth, I want to be the one that pays for their nails and pays for their hair and pays for the mortgage." And I was so shocked to hear all of this. Do you know what I mean? Because I didn't know they wanted to do all of that, you know, because of what we've been hearing. But their thing is that it then turns into like they feel shame that they're not coming with all of that. And anyway, I thought to myself, wow. And all the time that I've been speaking to this guy, you would never, ever, ever get that from him, that would be his problem.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think
we were meant to hear that conversation.
Yeah, because of that, it comes out in discord, and we're not, we don't know how to gel. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there is nothing wrong with a woman earning more and somebody else, a man who's not earning quite so much. But where the cohesion comes is him being in his masculinity and us being in our femininity. So even though we're high powered and we're giving out orders all day at work, we need to leave that outside. And when we come in, we're not saying to him, "God do this and God do that." And how comes you not cut the grass yet? Rare. You know, there's a way, you know?
Yeah.
Like, "Oh, honey, you know, we've got some friends coming over. And you know, when you manicure the grass, it always looks so lovely. It would make me so happy if you did that." Right? And it don't matter what he's doing, because of the way you've asked, he will make that a priority and he will do it. And when you show like, "Oh, wow," you know what I mean? And be that little girl that jumps all over him. That's, "Oh, that looks so good. I'm going to be so proud." Do you know what I mean? That's what men want. You know, well,
They want to
that's
feel like a king. They want to feel special. They want to feel like a king.
strong. They want to feel useful.
Yes.
Because that was
and needed.
saying, what are we here for then? There's nothing we can do for these women. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like high flying men. When you get those girls going, how their team, them have the gumption, and this is what they're bringing to the table. No, darling, they can go, that they can pay for that. They can pay to get a cook. They can pay, you know. So we have to know that what we're bringing to the table, it's not our bank balance, right? It's not our bank balance. It's the ability to make our man feel like he can conquer the world, like he's a king. You know what I mean? It's to be his best cheerleader.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? And,
Absolutely.
And I don't say that we sit there and do it and they're not replenishing us, because the way that they replenish, because it takes energy to give that to somebody, but that energy has to come back, right? And then you get some guys where, you know, you boost them up so much like that, they forget where the energies come from. And I always use Michelle Obama and Obama. When he goes up on stage, he will give one long almighty speech about his wife and what she means to him. And do you know what I mean? He couldn't do that job without her.
Yeah.
So he straightens her crown every time. But some men will take all of that energy from you, because we're muses, you know, we're a muse to a man. We inspire them, but they have to recognize that that's what we're doing, and they have to replenish us. And we like to be cuddled. We like to say, oh, thank you, darling. We love all of that. That replenishes us, you know? So, you know, that a lot of these things we know already, but we step into our masculine energy when we're being neglected, when we're being roughed. Do you know what I mean? And all of these kind of things, then we get into protective mode. And if you're anything like me, I'll just drop into Jamaican at a drop of a hat.
Straight.
How you feel like? How you really feel like? Right? And if you get me there, it's scary.
Yeah.
I want to stay in my feminine energy. And it doesn't take much.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? And I think that having somebody who talks to us about that, wearing high heels, wearing the clothes that suits us, our body and things like that, all within this service, I think it's brilliant. And also with the guys, have somebody who talks to them about being masculine.
Absolutely.
How to treat your woman. Take them back there again. You know, how you deal with anxiety. And then you flip it where you have a woman speak to the men and the men speak to the women. And then we speak together. So there's room for all of these, you know, this can go on and on and on and on and on and on. Do you know what I mean? And I'm just very excited about it.
I love it. I love it. Because at the end of the day, especially for men, a lot of men don't know how to treat a woman. We've got to remember that, you know, like some of them's never seen that role model. The role model that they may have seen is a man just, you know, roughing up a woman or dealing with a woman a certain way. So if you've got somebody that is accountable, that is experienced, that has the you know, just have the experience and the education, etc., to be able to educate those individuals, and their proven record of their history in terms of their relationship can back it as well, because we've got to make sure these people can back it based upon their lifestyle, because there's a lot of people out there that will portray as if they're that way inclined, but then you hear in their house in Nagosa. So, you know, it has to be 100%. Otherwise, it's not going to be valid. But I love the concepts, and I think that's definitely needed within our community, because it's all about family. We need the family being back together. The family is being broken. We need the foundation to be right back, especially within our Black communities as well. There is a few comments, Elayne. Tell Vanessa said 100%. She agrees with you.
Big up, Vanessa. Hi, Vanessa.
Vanessa. Junie Joseph says so true.
Thank you.
There's quite a few. Oh, Sparkle Deschamps says, who a sell ticket? Me dead, whoa, me mama. She said, Moon King, fulfilling your money is important. Fed up with the pure woman thing. So I did. Ladies, do go purchase your tickets. You can go over to DJ Elayne Smith's website. The details is there, and get your ticket.
Yeah, lovely.
Get them quick. Get them tonight before the booking closes. Because
as soon as I get home, probably about midnight, I'm going to close the box office, because I know I've oversubscribed. I have no clue where. But it's come to have fun, come to meet someone. And the other thing is what I'm saying is that for me, I'm in no hurry to tie the knot, or even though I put this on because I want to find somebody. But I really want to take my time, and that means meeting maybe an accountability partner. Then maybe meeting somebody where I need to write my book, and somebody is just like going to ring me up and say, "Well, how many words have you written today?" Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and you know, we want to lose weight. Well, let's go walking together and talk. We need to be talking, and that's what I want to cultivate. Talking to each other, and then that releases, because everybody knows that good sex starts from the head.
True.
Yes.
Good sex starts from the head. And when you've done the sex, you've got to go back in the head again. You can't just do it and run, you know? So it's all about talking and finding out what each other's love languages are. And that's so important. So, yeah, I'm going very deep on this.
Definitely.
Yes. No other way to go. No other way to go.
Yeah. So hopefully, you know, your show will probably have a part to play in it. Oh, that's mine. See, I've moved in. I know, I've moved in. God, left my keys somewhere.
Vanessa Richards says it's important to know each other's love language and being comfortable in being vulnerable. Because you know, Gary Chapman has got the book on the 5 love languages. And I've done mine. So mine was word of affirmations. I thought it was acts of service, but I was actually incorrect. It's word of affirmations. Yeah. Because you can do an actual free quiz online as well on the internet. Yeah.
So we can do all of that. But I was just thinking as I'm sitting here talking to you, and because I spoke it on your show for the first time in its entirety, then maybe I should come back, you know, in a couple of months' time and see who. God, that's scary. I can't see all of you now. It's just me on the screen.
All of you.
I'm just like, where is everyone? Yeah. So, you know, come back and update you type thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, you know, as I say, Iola, she's going to be our Love Zone TV. Love Zone TV?
Yeah, Love Zone TV.
Yeah, Love Zone TV. And what she's going to do on the night is she's going to be talking to single women, single men. And I think you've prepared a list of questions for them, what they're looking for and, you know, what they're doing here tonight and all those kind of things. And then you'll be speaking to the couples, because I'm inviting couples as well, right? Because I think it's important for us to. Are you gonna go? We've got to go. Yeah. Come and say by yourself. Yeah. So sorry, they've been here for so long. So you'll see.
All right, ladies.
Nice to meet you. Look forward to seeing you on Saturday.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Have you got everything you need though?
Yeah.
We'll talk on the phone. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, so what was I saying?
You're going to have couples coming in.
Couples
to the event.
I think it's important for couples to come down as couples. So you can't be a couple and say you've left your woman at home or you've left your man at home. That won't do. That won't do. Right?
Yeah, that's not right.
Come down with your partner, right? And if they are couples that I know, it's just so wonderful to have that energy in the room. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? That's what it looks like. One girl said to me, what if, you know, you go up to, well, one girl was saying that I should brand the couple so that we don't make the mistake and talk to.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, to have a good idea.
Yeah, that could be embarrassing.
Can you imagine reserve the first dance? Because can you imagine giving the card to reserve the dance?
Well, you see, the thing now is that I thought about it and thought about it and thought about it, and I thought, well, if you could be so blatant to chat up somebody else and you got your partner here, you deserve to be exposed, and you will be exposed.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It could be the other way around as well.
That really.
Mm-hmm.
You love your life.
Hey.
It don't need to be branded. You love your life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So nobody needs to be branded. Everybody are adults. And one of the other things I think that, you know, my main concern is with women, right? Because I think that we're not asking the tough questions at the beginning when we meet.
Yeah.
Because we feel like, oh, we really like him and we don't want him to run. You ask the question, if him want run, make him run. Him put his fame on, make him run. Is not for you. Do you know what I mean? So
absolutely.
ask the tough questions. And I think one of the questions that all women should ask at the beginning is, you know, how do you feel about marriage? Have you been married before? You know, would you get married again? So you're not saying to them, will you marry me? What you're asking is, because if they turn around and say, oh, I'd never consider marriage, and that's what you want, then you know not to go there. You don't want to waste
time.
a whole evening with somebody that would never consider marriage again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if they would consider marriage, you know, then you're not saying with me, but you know that he is of that type.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's an excellent point, Elayne. I just wanted to ask you, actually, if you've seen, I meant to send it to you ladies. There's a clip. I think it's quite an old clip, apparently, but it's a lady. I think she's in her maybe like late 50s, 60s. And she was saying basically that we've, you know, traditionally been getting it wrong in terms of dating. She, you know, she's come to find out that we've been getting it wrong in terms of the order in which we follow our feelings, if you like. So she says, traditionally we go on chemistry, then we go on connection, then we go on the other stuff like values, ideology. And she's saying, no, that's the wrong way around to do it. What we need to do is look at the values and ideologies first, and then the connection, and then the chemistry will follow. Because her thing is that the chemistry will follow anyway if those other things are aligned, the fundamentals, the values, your spirituality, whether you want to get married, all those kind of things.
And also just to add that I watched a couple Kevin Samuel videos, and I think he raised a good point that women, they pick based on potential. They don't pick on reality. They think, oh, I can change him, or he said he's going to get a job, or I can see that he's got potential. No, you can't pick based on potential. You know, you have to be real and accept what is now, but it might not change.
You know, the thing is that, like, you know, for me, we are meant to help our men, right? We are their aid. We are their helpmeet. But your help has got to go in the right person. Got to go in the right person. Do you know what I mean?
Say that again, Elayne. Say that again. Say that again. Louder for the ones at the back. Real and come again. Real and come again.
We, as women, it's natural for us because we're nurturers. It's natural for us to help our man. And there is nothing wrong with that. And that don't mean pay his credit card bill. That don't mean pay his this, pay his that. That doesn't mean that at all. That just means speaking life into what he's doing, being his sounding board. You know, maybe you'll send out an email or something like that. Whatever it is he's short on, you're there to do that, right? But it's got to be the right man. It has to be the right man, because the right man will replenish you. He will replenish you. And then I'm going to be a little bit double-minded on this, all right, just to add the fun element to it, right? There's this song out at the moment, and it's called Cartier, a young people's song. When I heard the lyrics, nearly dead, because she goes,
what's the lyrics? I want to hear it.
The song's bad. The song's so good. She says, you're either going to give me your heart or love. Don't quote me on it. This is what the general thing is. You're either going to give me your heart or love, or you're going to give me Cartier because I love Cartier. So basically what she's saying, if I'm going to give me to you and, you know, be a wife to you and all of this and do for you and what have you, if you're not giving me your heart, then you're better give me Cartier. Become a love Cartier.
Real talk, man. Doesn't make no sense. Done.
Well, that's the exchange, isn't it? There has to be an exchange.
Absolutely. But that's the thing about us, a lot of us as women, we don't really value ourselves that much. You understand what I'm saying? So we're kind of like giving all the goods for nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
And you're right. It is an energy. It's an energy exchange, and we seem to forget It's an
That's
energy
right.
exchange.
Yeah,
That's right, T.
Fair exchange, no robbery.
Well, going back to what you were saying in terms of, you know, us being like help me for our kings, but the thing is, you can't really help somebody that don't really know what they need help with. You understand what I'm saying? So I think it goes back to what you were saying in terms of asking those. I think it was what Iola was saying about the values.
That's
finding
right.
out the values of that individual, because then you will know whether or not this is somebody ambitious, he's got a plan, if this is somebody you can grow with, or if it's just a waste of time. You understand what I'm saying? So I think definitely with regards to what you're saying with the clip with the lady that was sharing, is definitely find out what is his morals, what is his values, what's his family setup is like, you know, does he have kids? How often does he see the children? What's the relationship like with the mom of this child, or even a woman? What's her relationship like with the father of her children? You have to dig deep, because then you're finding yourself in some mad passa relationship and you don't even know how you got there.
Yeah.
You see all of those questions that you've listed off, right? It's borderline. You don't want it to be an interrogation, which is why I think that these events will allow
to break the ice and stuff.
Break the ice, and things will just unfold. So firstly, let's make some friendships. Do you know what I mean? Let's make some friendships. And through just talking and playing games,
you can
freeing ourselves. Because what I'm trying to say here is, I want us to literally go back to the heart of a 19-year-old, but still have the experience of what we know. Because I often say to myself, God, if I knew then what I know now, my life would be so different. And then I thought, well, I could, because I still feel good, I still look good, I still turn heads, so I still have the opportunity to have that, you know, experience. You know, I was talking to someone the other day who, honestly, I can't begin to tell you, since I put it out there that I'm single, people have been throwing their intentions in the ring. I've got this conversation of 4 hours long with this guy, and I thought, I never knew you care. And he really made a play, and we dug deep. Well, I dug deep because he left himself open for that. Do you know what I mean? So I dug deep, and he was like, you know, he doesn't know whether he'd get married again. And then he was like, you know, so why is marriage important to you? And I said, well, you know, I would like to experience the harmony of a union in marriage. Oh, well, it's just a piece of paper. It's a European thing. No, it's not. Because if we go back to the earliest times of what we know ourselves, it was always about marriage. Even if the man had 5 wives, it was still a thing that they did. And the opposite word being wives. He married all of them. Do you know what I mean? So there is a spiritual thing about being married. The slaves, right? They jumped the broom to signify that they were married.
Yeah, that's right.
And so can you imagine being in such a powerful union where you've got harmony?
Woo.
I want to experience that before I die.
Yes.
And also you have people that if they don't want to get married, at least they both know what it is. So if you just want to be in a committed relationship but not married, so it's very important to say what it is you really want. But one of the things I wanted to say to your previous point of, you know, the values and looking, asking certain questions, when people meet people for the first time, a lot of the time, as they say, it's your representative that turns up. That's why I think it's very good to date, spend time, have these mixers, have these functions, and, you know, get to know people and open up and see what people are about. But for you to know certain values, they could tell you, say, yes, I'm this, I go to church with this, with that. But after 2 weeks, and you sit here today in blues dance, and I smoke weed, and I do all sorts, I drink rum, you know. So that's why you have to spend time around that person, around their family. After, obviously, you realize there might be something there, some chemistry or energy you like. But it's very important when you first meet people. A lot of time, you know, you're representing yourself. You're not going to come and tell them, say, you know, you love yam beer planting more than, you know, dumpling or whatever, you're not going to really say certain things, you know, in the beginning. So it's important to date and ask questions and get to know people.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So I think the events, the single events, you know, we've done the speed dating, and let's face it, when I thought about doing speed dating, I thought, well, that's not really us. It's not us. We go back. We met people in blues dances, parties, christenings, weddings, music, food. That's how we met, right?
Yeah. Naturally, organically. Yeah.
You know, so I want to cultivate, or I am cultivating something that resonates with us naturally.
That's right.
You know? So, yeah.
No, it's brilliant. I just want to throw into the mix.
You know, I'm looking forward to going to golf, right? And someone putting their hands around me and showing me how to hold the golf club.
You know what? This time next year, you're going to be talking to us about a whole different scenario. You're getting engaged in something. This time next year, I can feel it, mate.
Yeah, maybe the wedding might be gifted to Elayne.
It might be.
Say that again.
I said maybe the wedding might be gifted to you.
Oh. Well, I think people will say it's a setup if that happens.
Well, if that's how y'all as you know, plan for it, then so be it. Oh no, where's our guest gone?
Oh no, she's
where'd you go?
It's probably the internet.
Just dropped out.
Yeah, might be a connection.
Anyway, you've got a question.
You've got a comment there. Do you want to read it out, Miss T?
Yeah. Why not? So Junie Joseph says that also goes back to knowing who to help. As Elayne said, we love to help, but we need to help the right person and save energy for that.
Yes, Junie. Yes, Junie Joseph.
Yeah, definitely. What's Vanessa saying? Vanessa Richards says it's important to know each other's love language. Oh yeah, we
had that one.
Yeah,
yeah.
We did that one.
We still need it again. Sometimes we need reminding. Another thing that I wanted to mention in so far is like values and things, because we've covered a lot of the main aspects. Just obviously we've not gone into it deeply, but finances, like financial habits are important. And that's one of the things that on another show, when my friend showed that particular clip from the American elder lady, she actually added that the fourth one should be or the third one even should be financial, you know, knowledge, know-how, status, whatever, which I think is very important, because if you think about it in terms of divorce rates and things, it's either, you know, infidelity or it's, you know, money most of the time. Yeah. Those are the main things that, you know, people divorce for. So I think that's important to know from the get-go. Maybe not obviously the first date, but you know, as you begin to like this person, the first couple of dates at least, you should have an idea of what their financial habits are, you know, and all that kind of stuff. It's essential. Do you know what I mean? Because if one's a spender and one's a saver, you've got to work out how that's going to
match, are you? Yeah. You're going to constantly money.
Not if one says, okay, cool, well, I'm going to allow you to manage the money. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not to say that it can't work, but yeah, obviously, generally that might be a clash in values. But if they can work it out and say, okay, well, I'm going to do this, you're going to do that, then it can work, I feel.
But also, again, maybe the person that has got the money actually wants the other person to spend it. That's another quite strange, but there are some, especially there are some men out, like the conversation, I'm aware of that conversation where men are just like, can you just be a lady? Can you just
they just want you to be a lady, and
you're so strong, but right about now you don't have to be the strong one.
Yeah,
you don't have to be all in, you know. And I really think that we need to have these conversations. Absolutely. Do you know what I mean? Because the alpha males are off in the manosphere, you know, doing their thing. And I think it's healthy for us to be having these conversations because people want Go on, Tremaine.
I was just going to say, I think that a lot of women are definitely getting becoming more alpha and more masculine in ways. But I think it's because they just feel like they have to be independent and look after themselves. There's no one for them. But I think a lot of that as well as society pushing a image that, men aren't doing anything, they're no good, they're this, they're that. So women are just going with, you know what, there's no good men out there. I got to do it for myself. I don't need no man. So I think a part of society is pushing that that concept on people as well, on women.
Yeah, but they've been doing it a lot. But I think we've mainly seen that within the Black community, in terms of our men is being stereotyped and looked upon in a certain kind of way. And obviously we got to remember as well, we're dealing a lot with a lot of trauma, like generational curse and everything else. So there's a lot of things that is, it's not even ours, but due to our ancestors, our men, and us as women is also carrying those things where, we may have seen grandma talking to granddad in a certain kind of way, and we just think that's the normal way to talk to a man, and vice versa with the man towards the woman. So it's just, I think it just can be so many different things, but definitely I think when you're dating somebody, also, like I always say, date to collect data. Collecting data, if it's finances, whatever it is. And also we spoke about this on one of our shows, myself and Janelle. I think this was during lockdown, and do check out that episode with the men, where we were talking about women coming with this crazy shopping list of all these criteria that they want in their life.
It's not being realistic.
They don't even line up to it, so
there's so much list and they're not realistic. And then you got this big old list. What about what is a man's list? Because a lot of women write this list, but they ain't got nothing to give. They just expect, oh, I'm a woman, or I'm having sex, I'm giving you sex. Like, you have to be able to, the same thing that you want from the man, you have to be prepared to provide that to a man. So, within yourself, look at yourself. Can you give somebody all of the things that you're expecting them to give you?
Absolutely.
Because I think a lot of the time we're very one-sided, and I think there has to be more of a balance or a 50-50, because there's two of us in this relationship,
Agreed. And then what happened if a woman has that kind of mindset? Then what happened when you go into the menopause series? Do you get what I'm saying? We have menopause, right?
Well, I guess we have to find a man that basically understands menopause or wants to learn more, so then at least they know how to deal with us when we're in that situation, because they don't know much about it. So that's why I think it's very important to try and meet like-minded people, or people that are just a bit more open to understanding about life, humans, whatever it is that you're into. Because if you find that person, they'll be interested to know what's going on with you, and they'll care, and then they can have some understanding, and you guys can move through that experience together.
Tell Vanessa says money management is important, as I had a friend that ended up with someone with really bad money management, and she ended up having to clear his debts as it was beginning to affect their relationship.
Yeah, that happened to me.
That's love. That's love. Why are you doing that?
That is more than love.
And I hope that once that happened, he didn't go back, because there's not a lot of people that are equipped or able to do that. So she must have really invested in that relationship. And when I say invested, like a marriage is also like a business partnership, because you can elevate each other, or otherwise you can tear each other down. If you are like-minded, you can build your empire together. Do you know what I mean? It's not just one person. Even if it's a case of, okay, he's going out to work and she's at home. Sometimes it can even be the other way around. He's gone out to work and he stays at home. That can also work. But we have to have these conversations and find out, well, go on. I love it. I think we need to have more of this conversation.
We have to do it more, because there's so much single people.
I think we need to get some men in as well, don't we, ladies?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. Vanessa Richards says, or a man might be afraid to spend money because of they never want to be broke due to the household they grew up in. A woman can help a man to relax and enjoy money in a positive way.
That's another interesting perspective. I mean, I mean, we're all coming from our own experiences and stories and different relationships with money, different relationships of how we handle trauma and all the rest of it. But it's just finding, I think Elayne hit it on the head, it's just finding that person, because everybody's going to come with something. It's just finding that person that you can, you know, the fundamentals, you know, that are the main tenants, the main corners are actually equally yoked. Do you know what I mean? So you find that equal yoking and continue to sustain and maintain that through the conversations, through the dating, through the, do you know what I mean, keeping it alive, because, you know, we know things are ebb and flow. Do you know what I mean? But it has to be, one thing that I came up with recently is these three things. There has to be intention, there has to be demonstration, and there has to be the energy. If there isn't those three things,
what about consistency?
Yeah, I mean, I mean that for me is fits into the energy, like the energy being ever present. So yeah, but consistency could, you know, be one.
With energy, you know, sometimes you can run out, like it can be dissipated because you're doing something, but sometimes even the knowledge and knowing, do you know what? I can tell that my partner is lacking energy, so I'm going to pick up and give you where you're lacking. You know, that's what partnership is about. It's not always like you do. It's about, you know, give and take and ebb and flow, like you said. You know, sometimes we'll be up, sometimes we'll be down.
Yeah.
For, you know, what do they say in the marriage vows? Through sickness and health. And all those, looking at, in actual fact, looking at those vows and values and understanding what they actually mean. And am I capable of, you know, committing to those things? And if it's those vows, how about we write our own? The ones that will come from the heart, that we can.
I'll be writing my own, for sure.
But what I also want to add as well is, before you even attach yourself with another individual, make sure you are right within self. Make sure you love self first, because a lot of us, and this is one of the reasons why I decided, right, I'm not even going to be dating. I'm just going to be celebrating everything else, because I kept on finding myself experiencing the same kind of relationship, the same kind of people all the time. And I was thinking, why is this always happening? Even though advice was coming from different areas saying that how it's not you, it's the guy. But it can't be just the guy. It's got to be me as well. And then what I start to realize is I don't actually love myself.
Yeah.
You know, it's always like, it says in the Bible, love your neighbors, you know, love thy neighbor as you love yourself. So you have to love yourself. You can't love anybody else. You can't say, I love X, Y, Z, and you don't even love yourself. It don't make no sense. So then really and truly, you're not really being real within yourself. And then you can't really honor that person, because you don't even honor yourself. Do you get it?
Yeah. I definitely do. But I just think that there's so many people that don't understand that, or they're not in that space in their life or that journey. They've not had that awakening to know that, you know, what does it mean to actually love yourself? You know, and work on that, work on your mind, work on your body, work on, you know, everything, your mind, body, and your soul. So yeah, but these conversations are good because it will invoke people's thoughts and other conversations about stuff like this. So it's important, and a lot of women, maybe that could be a reason why people are single as well, because they've not done the work, or they don't understand that there's work to be done, or they're not happy, or, you know, or what they're putting out, the energy. They don't realize that that energy is attracting similar energy, you know. So it all is tied in together. But I think that I think the more we have conversations like this, the more people will start to, you know, maybe start to think about their situation, you know, and just realize that there's so much different versions of yourself and so much more to yourself that you can learn and love. So yeah.
Okay, so guys, those who are just joined us, DJ Elayne unfortunately she can't come back onto the live because she's got some connection with the internet, so she's unable to join back onto the live. So we're going to wrap up in a moment because obviously the show finishes at 10:30. But if you do have any questions for us, by all means, do pop it through our chat in the comment, and we would endeavor to answer those questions. We will resume to do a part 2 with DJ Elayne because
I'm waiting to learn about her journey and her history and so much people, because so much people that have said that DJ Elayne is on, they're all saying they know her, but in a different concept, you know, on a different journey or experience. So I really am interested to learn about who she really is and, you know, how she became the successful woman and lady she is. So I definitely want a part 2.
Definitely. And if you haven't checked out Owning It with Iola, the lovely queen there with us, she had a pleasure of interviewing DJ Elayne yesterday. And on the Now Chat show, we also interviewed DJ Elayne about 3 years ago. So by all means, do check out Colourful Radio. Make sure you go to the show and check out Iola's show on the 15th of this month, and you can catch the replay there. Alternatively, you can go over to the Nat Chat Show platform. If you're subscribed, then well done to you, because it never costs you a thing, and you're going to be blessed with so much great.
And if you haven't, then now is a good time to subscribe. All right?
Absolutely.
Do it now. No time like the present.
Yes.
No ordinary woman says, do it now. N-O-W.
Yes.
Do it now.
I just wanted to say something, Kaz. It's not an alternative thing. It's not an either or thing. Watch them both. Support the thing. Like it's just taking
my one soon come to.
And Tremaine's doing hers. We're here supporting one another and investing in one another, so you can watch all of them, subscribe to all of them, and enjoy all of them. So
we're all spreading love and knowledge, you know. So that's that. You're definitely going to get that from watching any one of our shows, and some jokes. Because as you can see, we've got 4 comedians, part-time comedians on here. But everybody have got one joke. So, you know, so you get 2 jokes as well. So that's always good. Good to laugh, keeps you young. That's how we look so good.
Yes.
Don't take that seriously.
But I noticed we all got on black, so Miss T's got, what's it, a black jacket, that leather jacket. Is that a jacket? What have you got on there? The top?
Yeah, it's a shirt. It's a shirt.
Oh, it's a shirt. Sorry, I haven't got on my glasses. Yes, go on, Missy. Yes, okay. Iola's black, I'm black.
I wanted to, seeing as I've stood up,
all black everything. We're in the Black Panther mode.
Yes, have any of you seen it? Oh, sorry, Miss T. What was you saying?
This is Bob in the UK debate date, right?
Okay.
It's a black conscious card game filled with 160 questions ready to be discussed. So if you feel like, I don't even know what to say, I don't know where to start. And it's also a UK black business. So
yay!
Bob in the
we have to support that.
Oh, black everything. I've heard so much stuff about that Bob in UK.
Do you know what? I was supposed to pull it out on Saturday, and that's why it's right there. But so another time. But that's really good for like a cheap date night, isn't it? Because you can, and even just for friends, in terms of let's talk about some issues. Let's debate in a fun, calm, a nice environment. Like hopefully, you've got a couple of drinks or whatever. It's relaxed, and I think that people are not taking friendship as seriously as they need to, because with anything like as a foundation, you need to be friends. You need to have that common courtesy and that respect as that person is my friend. So when it comes down to it, it's just like, would you do certain things to your friend? No, you wouldn't. If they're really your friend. And I think that most of the relationships that I've had, they've been based on friendship first. Like that has been established first. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
that's very.
Let me just take off this individual. We have a troll.
We have a troll. Oh, where's Iola gone? Iola, where's
there?
OMG, we have a troll.
We have a troll. monkey, your face fever. All right. So this is what we're gonna do to let's deal with the troll, yeah? Hold on. You know what? It would be good if we can just find them and just dash water on them.
Monkeys where? Monkeys don't have beautiful lips like this, darling.
Hold on, how come I can't? But you know what? It's like as if I can't click into the something.
So why can't you get rid of him?
Oh, you must be blind as well.
Oh boy, God, that's a first.
Yeah, if you shade monkeys, what color are they underneath?
Yeah.
Okay, honey.
We're sending you love. We're sending you love because obviously you're
bored.
Deal with love on this.
You're rubbing your two brain cells together to make something.
But the thing is, it's like I can't actually get into the person's thing. Mate. I think it's because they're on Twitch.
They've done it on purpose.
Yeah, we can't.
And it's okay.
Yeah, just leave it like that. Yeah.
Jealousy is a very ugly thing, dear. Okay? Because you know and we know we ain't ugly up here.
Yeah, so how Vanessa says, I was recently reading Gary Zukav, The Seat of the Soul, who talks about
I read that. Yeah.
Who you are first in a relationship, as what you get back, good or bad, is a reflection of you or what you are giving out. That's right.
Same thing I said.
Nobody until she find out what she had to deal with.
You're right there, Kat. Had an outburst of sound.
Sorry, Iola. You must be waiting for a minute.
That's all right. I was in the background cussing. Was
you? Let's hear what you was cussing about, Iola. Sis,
no, we wanted that more about the troll. Give that person any more energy or any more.
No, you're absolutely right. And actually, because energy is so powerful, one thing that I learned recently, even if there's a negative post or racist comment or whatever, use that energy because it's all energy. In fact, sometimes it's even stronger because there's so much venom behind it. I just love the thing. I love it. So thank you for joining us on Now Chat Show.
Thank you for supporting our views and giving us more views and more comments. Thank you.
Right. That's right, Tremaine. That's right. But yeah, I love what Vanessa said. And that's so true. I think we have to look at ourselves and like what Kaz was saying before, in being so honest about herself and where she was. Do you know what I mean? And why she was attracting these type of people, these type of men, because she was saying that she didn't love herself. And that's what it seems like that book that Vanessa's just mentioned is asking us to look at. So I'll definitely check that one out as well.
Gary's got some good interviews with Oprah as well. That's how I found out about him. Very good.
Yes, I listen to Gary. I do.
Yeah, you know him. Yeah,
I know him. Yeah. Me and you've been talking. We've spoken about him before. Yeah.
Well, we always need resources, but the most important thing we need to do is apply it. So I just want to remind everybody of that, and that's a note to myself as well, because there's loads of books and there's lots of intellectual knowing, but we have to, and this especially goes out to men, because I think us women are slightly better to actually applying it.
It is, because you
go on.
I said that you could read all the books that you could read and get all the knowledge, but if you're not applying it, you know what I mean, or taking it in or whatever, I wouldn't say it's a waste of time, but you're not
getting a waste of time.
You think so?
You're just not a waste of time.
Out of that knowledge. So you've got to apply it, you've got to do the work, because so much.
It's like going to swimming lessons, and then you're drowning, and you don't swim. Like, what's the point? What was the point of those lessons?
Tools to teach you and tools to navigate, and for you to understand yourself. But I try and read like a book a week. I haven't read, I think, since the last few weeks, because I've been very busy. I haven't really read. I've just been listening to the same book over and over. But I try and do a book a week, but I listen to it on audio because the eyesight. But I've got my glasses now, so they're definitely. I'm getting used to them. And even like before, when I put the glasses on, I couldn't move too fast because so I didn't really wear them. I'm only in front of the computer. But I noticed today I was walking around the house with the glasses on. Because I was looking at the floor and I'm thinking, now what's all those black things on the floor? And I was like, what? Because I never had my glasses on. I take my glasses off, so I never saw these things on the floor. And now when I put my glasses on, I'm like, blow on! I really can't see. No, Baba. So yeah, so they're good. So now I can go back to reading books, and I love books. It's escapism, isn't it? I love it, especially the spiritual ones. When you hear something and you're just like, I need to stop that. I just rewind it and then write it down. And I love when I get those points where you just think that is me, or that's what I have to do. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but isn't there something attractive about when you meet a brother and he's very educated? You can tell he reads a lot, but he's also applied it into his life. Like even when you look at, say, the younger ones, like say Earn Your Leisure, you look at Troy.
Yeah. Troy.
Young man there, me say, yo.
I'm 19 keys.
I have to tell myself 19 keys is my son. Like I
listen, 19 keys, yeah.
19 keys
he is just beautiful.
He is beautiful.
We call that Trion up.
Handsome, and I think a lot of it as well is what he stands for, because of knowledge, what he's trying to empower our people, and also even though it just looks.
I think looks is the operative, though.
Yeah,
we're saying that we're so glad that they're applying them, but we don't know if they're applying it. Speak to their woman, innit?
Yeah, it's true, but
true that.
Yeah, that's true. Because he talk, boy, if he'd be wicked if he's not applying them the way he talks. He'd be a wicked man. Because to me, he could be somebody that could represent us. Do you know what I mean? I would support him if he was going to put himself forward to represent us, and there's a movement, and he'll put himself in the forefront. I would support him. So I hate to think that, But
he's already doing that, though. I don't think we should be looking to anybody for like leadership. He's already leading by example.
True.
You know what I mean? He's already doing what he's doing. Yeah, he's already leading by example.
So what you don't think that there will ever be like another Martin or another Malcolm? Or I know people are too scared because they don't want to get assassinated, but you don't think that us as Black people or people in general, we need different types of leaders? We don't always want the prime ministers or the presidents, because what are they doing for us?
So what about us leading ourselves?
I think we all need and have a responsibility to be leaders.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think we definitely are leaders, but I'm just thinking that, well, is it good to have one person that represents us or goes to meet with the other leaders of the world? No. But we all can't fit in that room. So what
we need institutions that represent our collective consciousness, that represent our collective ideologies and policies and everything in one hub.
Then somebody from that institution will represent us, because there's got to be someone that's going to have to go to these meetings or go somewhere.
Yeah, so that might alternate. That will alternate.
Yeah,
I think we've moved past the idea of as my sister Akua Efosahini says, we're past the age of the guru. Do you know what I mean? This is now about the collective consciousness. We've tried that, we've been there, we've done that. It doesn't work. Do you know what I mean? Because as you said, there's so many different facets of us. We need the collective to come together, whether that's you're talking about melanated people or you're talking about us as humanity. Do you know what I mean? It has to be like connected.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree.
Raise the consciousness together.
Okay, so ladies, we are coming to an end of our show.
Yeah, so
gosh.
The next week's show is
all a week. Current affairs. We can even continue from this as well.
Oh, yeah, that's true, because this is a very good topic.
And talking about Kanye West as well. I did actually watch the interview with him and Piers Morgan. And so I think that would be great to talk about.
We can touch on it. Yeah,
we can touch on that. And whatever current affairs we are going to discuss. So, ladies and gentlemen, those who are watching, thank you for watching. Make sure you have subscribed to now.
Thank you. Also, thank you, sisters.
that you would like us to discuss next week as well, by all means, do send us a message. Just leave a comment below at the end of this show. And also, I could see there's quite a few if you want to show. If you can, please, just, give us some 5 flames, just do something. It just helps our algorithm. And we just know who's on as well. So
we can't allow the troll to be making all the comments, basically. That's
So until next week, we look forward to seeing everybody again. And make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend so that we can serve you on the Now Chat Show platform.
Yes.
Inspire. I'm Kaz Mac.
Kaz, hang on 1 second. Kaz, what about your birthday?
Oh yeah, it's my birthday, isn't it? What about that?
It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
All right, so what I'm going to do, guys, those who wants to join us at the birthday celebration, we are going to be celebrating with a Black Pound takeover in the North Wizzy area. I would also share the link there. I do believe you can still purchase tickets if you're watching and you want to come down. You could actually just come to the door and just say Kaz birthday booking and pay just £15. That's right. That's the discount just there. It's going to be 360 machine. There's going to be salsa from 6:30 to 7:30 with Chucky P. And then we've got Nasty Boys and we've got LTD, Tricky Nikki, and so much great music that's going to be playing, and it finishes at 1 a.m. And then if you're feeling a bit more ambitious, then we can go over to DJ Elayne's event and we can go and find a man or a woman. So the night of November.
Yay!
In the description. So until next time.
One more thing. Black Panther, have you guys seen it yet? Because I'm thinking we could discuss that next week. So if you can, try and see it this week.
I'm not going to watch more of those kind of movies.
Are you not going to see it?
No, you guys can discuss it, and I can just listen and moderate and do
no, it's okay. It's all right. I was just,
I want you guys to discuss it.
Me and you are going to see it, Shemaine, and me and you will chop it up. It's all good.
I'm going to go and see it. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right then.
And Janelle's going to be with us next week as well. So Janelle, just
pick up our sister Janelle.
Hey, Sister Jen.
Thank you, Janelle.
So Janelle,
thank you, sis. Reflections of you.
Yeah, anyway, I think it's time for me to go to my bed. So that's why I'm in my pajamas. Until next time, peace out. Bye.
Bye.
See you, ladies.
Thank you, everybody. Good night, everyone. Night, Vanessa. Night, Janelle. Who else we got on there? Vanessa, another Vanessa.